Live from right field on the south side of Chicago. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And getting the start for the White Sox, Jonathan Cannon. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Out to short. Montgomery in plenty of time to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Dead last in team batting average. And we all talk about how batting average isn't as valued as it used to be. But clearly it's been a real struggle for him to score this year, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and I know you're more of an OBP and slugging guy, OPS plus. But in this situation, at some point, you have to have a higher batting average to go along with that on base or that slug to ultimately be able to score runs. And they just haven't been able to do that this season.
Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. Baldwin wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. The wind to kick the 2-0. And
ball.
Another ball. That's a strike. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. Got him. That's out number 2. Baldwin not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Here's Matt Olson, 2 for 9 so far in the series. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Ball. Ball 2.
That one missed. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that's the 3rd out. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Our starter in this one, Spencer Strider. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So We'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Chase Mydra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Second baseman, number 10, Chase Mydra.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Riley to first. One pitch and one out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Circle change. Low middle.
Ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Inside. 1-1 now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That one misses. And the count now even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now it's going to be Kyle Teal.
No, that's the ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And the 1-0. Chopper to second. Throws to first. And there's two away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
This one chopped up the middle. Albies over to
Got him,
first
that's
in
an out.
time. And the inning is over. So one left for the White Sox. Scoreless after one. Back here on the south side. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski. Tap foul at the plate. Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and that's ball one. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. A sliding stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Gets him to chase after that one. Murphy, in his 7th season, Batting sixth in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That's a ball.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at right field, bottom half of inning number 2, Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Slider. Low outside.
That one fouled hard the other way.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Left fielder, Miguel Vargas.
Sliced hard but foul. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So now with one away and a man at second. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The White Sox with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Outside.
The White Sox looking to strike first here in the third and final game of the series. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Just missing there. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses. Full count now. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it across to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Harris launched a homer in his most recent game. Top of the third, no score. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. Grounded out his first time up.
No.
In the air, right side. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here on the south side, bottom of the inning, Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. So a man aboard now with one away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Double play. Out. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. No score. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. And ball 1.
Ball.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Bounce towards the hole at short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Austin Riley will hit next. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a foul ball. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Ball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Man at second. And that one misses up and in. Ball 2. strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Runner at second, 2 down.
Let's go, Jonathan.
And look out,
hit him.
as that one ran in and got him.
Up next for Atlanta.
So here's Murphy now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Fought off foul. Runner edges away at second.
Ball.
That one inside.
No, that's it.
And a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Late swing, fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball lifted into air right field. My drop under it. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
In there for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Way back there, it's got a chance. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Can't handle an up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar because it's very tough to adjust to a pitch like that if you're not looking for it.
Now, Lenny Sosa reached on an infield single his first time. That one's in there. That's strike one. One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
No.
Four-seam fastball.
Ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, out towards right center. Acuna on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Miguel Vargas.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
No.
Late on that fastball.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Murakami at second with 2 down. On the ground to the left. Play made, that ends the inning. Sox get 1 on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1.
You know, these Braves just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 away here in the 5th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Throws across the diamond, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris II digs in now. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That's too low. 1-2 to count. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for Atlanta, right
Only 2
fielder,
hits allowed
Ronald
so far
Acuna
tonight,
Jr.
Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Ball.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground to third. They get the force. Inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Welcome back.
And
Let's take a look at how the series has
White
played out so
Sox,
far.
Right fielder, Austin Hayes.
Slider. Middle outside.
And that one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Tap foul at the plate.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Let's go, baby, here.
0-1. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Let's go, son.
Here's a 1-2. And
Ball,
that just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Mydrow getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Mydrow, 24 years old, made his big league debut in 2025, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2022.
No, that's a ball.
Curveball. Low middle.
The 1-0. This to third. Riley. Over to Albies. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 1 and the Braves nothing. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for the
Righty
White Sox,
reliever out of the pen,
number
Mike
61,
Vassell.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. One away.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The White Sox up by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Foul ball there.
Ball one.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Ball two.
That one misses, and the count's full. Makes the sliding stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
In the air to left center. Vargas on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Braves go down quickly here. They trail here 1-0. Back here on the south side. Well, we go bottom six. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Montgomery.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout. All right, who was the first White Sox player to hit for the cycle here at Rate Field?
Oh, it was my guy, Jose Valentin. You know, he was the guy who sold me my first premium car, Boog.
No, it was not Jose Valentin.
No, he did sell me my car, but on the cycle, okay, let's see. I don't know.
You want to try again?
Tim Anderson.
Chris, it was you.
Ball.
Really?
Yep, really.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
So what do I remember about that day? I remember being in the zone. We were playing the Kansas City Royals and just felt like everyone was moving in slow motion and I was moving in real time. And it was very euphoric type of feeling and a night that I'll never forget.
That one ripped left field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Slider. Middle inside.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Base hit! Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Next for the White Sox.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Vargas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two on, 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
White
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Grant Taylor.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Ball. 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, left field. Vargas try to get to it. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Sean Murphy.
The other way. Hayes takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Now pitching for
New
Atlanta,
pitcher for the Braves,
number
Grant
66.
Holmes.
Grant
Well, he's been a
Holmes.
really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Slider. Middle outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat in less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Ball.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Missed
Ball
with a
three.
changeup. Full count now.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Middle inside.
Swing and a
That's a
ground
foul
ball.
ball.
And that's just foul.
Low inside.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
That one fouled off.
Circle change. Low inside.
Man at second. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Outside.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The 0-1.
No.
Slider. Middle outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Slider. Low outside.
Good
Ball
eye
3.
right there.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mydron.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
No.
Slider. Middle outside.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Slider. Outside.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. The White Sox lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to begin the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ha-Sung Kim. And a strike. Didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Line drive. And there's 1 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Ball.
That's a really good take. They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
In the air to left center. Vargas on his way over. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald.
Now the White Sox
Jr.
manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Grant Taylor is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
A new
White
arm
Sox.
into the game. The
Number
righty,
58,
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boog. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pitch
Ball.
misses. Ball 1. In the air, left field. Vargas should have this one, and that'll do it. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 1 apiece. Back at right field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. They turn things over to the southpaw, Joey Wentz.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Four-seam fastball.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Foul ball, still 0-2. Up the middle, Albies. Not in time.
He's safe.
Great effort there, but now the go-ahead run is on at first.
Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
A little bit
Ball,
low.
that's
Ball
down.
1.
Four-seam fastball.
That catches the corner.
And fouled off. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. That's it out.
Up next for the White Sox.
And up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. He's got some power, no doubt. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And that's in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Here's the White Sox pinch runner, Derek Hill, looking for some added speed out there in the late innings. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen, and we stay tied as the inning ends. White Sox strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now into the ball game on defense, Brooks Baldwin. He's the new third baseman.
Number 27, Brooks Baldwin. Leading off Atlanta, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Acuna snags it on the run. Out leading off the top of the 9th, and they take care of a big threat right there. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Braves. Score remains tied 1-1.
Here on the south side, here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for the White Sox.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Making a move at first, here's the White Sox pinch runner, Everson Pereira. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Joey Wentz won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Robert Suarez gets the call from the pen.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Outside, and that is ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Misses off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Luis Angel Acuna up next for the White Sox. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Winning run out second. No one out. And that's outside. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Yastrzemski under it. And that is a big first out.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mizraw.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Winning run at second with 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Deal 1. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Two on, 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of of here. And that ends the game. Wow.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.